for a little bit with President Trump. I mean, obviously, we would love to see more jobs in this country, but free trade, international trade is so huge in this country, and I think if you start trying to protect individual jobs in this country, will end up hurting other jobs in this economy as well. So I hope that it's a policy that we go slowly, just to sort of see, because obviously where there's an action, there will be a reaction, and if we start, cutting down relationships with other nations, they're going to respond in kind. So, and then there's also just, in so many ways, we're already look at the automotive industry, cars, it's pretty hard to tell where your car is made now.
Exactly.
Made everywhere.
Yeah, and that's true not only in the auto industry, but even clothing manufacturing.
Where
goods come from, and then where things are stitched, and yeah. So right now, we've seen a positive response to the Trump presidency. We haven't seen yet the outcome of Trump policies. Not enough time has passed.
Right.
Are there any particular policies that you think he is going to put in place that he hasn't yet had a chance to do anything about?
Well, I think one of the things that I was just discussing earlier was talk of reducing some of the regulatory overreach, and I commented earlier on the effect that that's had on.
Yeah, he's already started that, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's already started down that road, and that I think would be very, very much a positive. I think tax reform could be huge. It remains to be seen what form that'll take, and there's an awful lot of horse trading before anything gets done in that area, but that could be very, very large. If we were to reduce the corporate tax rate, I think that would go a long way towards alleviating, the sort of inversions that we saw a couple of years ago when companies suddenly domiciled in Dublin. What's that about, Well, it was about taxes. So there's a lot of things that could be done that would, I think, improve the picture economically, and I think that's what we've seen the market react to, is the hope that we're going to see some change, and it's on balance going to be positive for U.S. businesses and U.S. corporations.
Roughly, what would you like to see corporate tax rates at?
Well, I think, something closer to 20% would probably go a long ways. I don't know that we'll actually get that low, but a simpler tax structure would also, make things, I think, go a long ways. I know, I'm guessing your individual listeners to the fact that, having their taxes a lot simpler would go a long ways as well. I know from just having completed my own that it's like that it shouldn't be this complicated.
Right. Well, I also think not only is it more convenient if the tax gets simpler, but I also think it actually makes for better relations between citizens. You don't think people are getting benefits, hiding, that they're able to mess the system over. The more transparent system, I think, actually builds a stronger nation.
I think I would agree with you on that. I think there's less the sense that somebody's getting, a break that you're not getting.
Right.
And, it's all like, report your income, multiply it times this, that's what your taxes are. I doubt we'll ever get there, because the Congress's stock and trade is political favors, and, which would benefit them more, a simple tax code or a complicated one.
Right. Tell people about the work that you're doing there at the Ave Maria Funds. We haven't talked about it for a while, and it's always good to point out that people's responsibility in handling their resources, that they can do so in accord with the teachings of the Catholic Church.
Well, that's exactly right. We obviously run a series of Catholic-focused mutual funds. We particularly avoid companies that are involved in abortion or contribute to Planned Parenthood, companies that are involved in pornography. Those are the big ones. And beyond that, of course, we're obviously focused on